Look, I know I didn't do yesterday's recap, but I was out of town, so I have a good excuse. But the good thing is, yesterday I was able to watch some of the highlights, and I was able to watch some of the games, and it was one of the craziest days in the bubble, maybe in the NBA season, just in general this season. So yeah, this is TV's daily NBA recap, where I recap yesterday's NBA games in a short amount of time. Let's go. The first game I want to discuss is the LA Clippers taking on the Portland Trailblazers, defeating them 122 to 117 behind Paul George's 21 points. On the Portland side of things, 22 points for Damian Lillard, 29 points for J.J. McCollum. 22 points also from Gary Trent Jr., who has actually been on fire in this bubble. So this game, a lot of the headlines came after the fact, outside the game itself, but I will probably talk about it in tomorrow's podcast. But in terms of the game itself, the biggest story was that the Blazers just choked it, plain and simple. Damian Lillard had multiple chances to win this game, and he wasn't able to come through against the lineup where the Clippers weren't trying to win this game. Kawhi Leonard was out for load management, and they were playing some of their bench players in that last minute and a half or so, and they still weren't able to close out the game. Most notably, Damian Lillard had a chance to take the lead by one if he hit both free throws. This is the first one, that's fine. You could tie the game with the second one. He just did it. The Clippers kept leaving the door open. Trailblazers weren't able to take advantage of it. This was a game that was right there for the Trailblazers, and if they won that 8 seed, they needed to win this, and they just weren't able to. So, yeah, crazy game to start off the day, but good win for the Clippers. Next game we're going to be talking about was, it's crazy. I don't know which is crazier, the Clippers Trailblazers game or this game, which I'm about to talk about. The Denver Nuggets winning in double overtime, 134 to 132 over the Utah Jazz, behind Jokic's 30 points, 11 rebounds, 7 points assist performance. And on the Jazz side of things, Donovan Mitchell was just an absolute monster, scoring 35 points, assisting 8 times, and grabbing 6 rebounds. And what was crazy about this game was that there's just so many factors, because if you look in the fourth quarter, Denver had this game for taking up by 6 with 30 seconds left. Donovan Mitchell goes down and hits some crazy three-pointers and actually cuts the game 2-1. And, Jeremy Grant at the free throw line, misses the free throw, makes the second one. Donovan Mitchell comes down, no resistance whatsoever. Literally no resistance. Hits a layup, goes into overtime. Overtime comes, the Jazz look like they're about to win it with 3.4 seconds left. Jokic gets in the post, spins, hits a layup. Problem is, the clock didn't start, so the refs have to go back and see how much time actually got taken, actually took for Jokic to score. Luckily enough, he hits it with 0.4 seconds remaining. Double overtime comes. Denver actually looks really good. They end up dominating for most of it. But at the end of the game, freaking Donovan Mitchell just would not stop coming. And he just hit 2 threes near the end to even keep the game competitive, and he got some crazy chances at the game, but Denver just was too far ahead. So many just crazy things when it comes to the shot clock, because even at some point in the fourth quarter, I know the shot clock just didn't start at all, and they had to just get rid of it for a bit. And just so many crazy things just happening here. Mike Conley hitting some shots. Joe Ingles was able to hit some shots late in the game. Watch the highlights. Just watch the highlights. I cannot do this game justice. It was a very entertaining game. Good performances from 2 great superstars. And it was Jamal Murray's first game back, where he played actually very well. So, great game, entertaining game. If you have a chance, check the highlights. Next game we're going to be talking about is the Indiana Pacers taking on the LA Lakers, where TJ Warren is back and dominant once again, as they win 116 to 111. And you could also talk about, Anthony Davis scoring 8 points, getting double teamed at the post almost instantly every single possession. But, LeBron James was able to carry the load, 31 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Very good game for him. But it was the end of the game which got all of the attention. TJ Warren scoring 7 points just put this game out of reach, hitting a floater, a mid-range jumper, and then with 10 seconds left, being able to hit a 3 over Anthony Davis to just completely seal the game. TJ Warren scoring 16 points against the Suns, not that impressive. Being able to take down one of the best teams in the league, highly impressive. I mean, 39 points on 22 shots, and highly efficient, hitting 5 threes as well. this team is looking good. I mean, when you also get good production out of Oladipo at 22, Brogdon with 24, TJ Warren the play he's playing, but continuing the way he's playing, it looks like a really damn good team. And I mean, the Lakers, you can argue that they're coasting, and I'm actually gonna list my concerns about the Lakers in tomorrow's podcast as well. But again, just a solid win for the Pacers, who are now 4-1 in this bubble, while the Lakers are 2-4, I believe. So good win by the Pacers, and freaking change that TJ to an MJ, because TJ Warren is playing absolutely phenomenal in this bubble. We move on to the next game, and the crazy thing about this game, this is the highest margin of victory. The Phoenix Suns winning 119-112 over the Miami Heat. 35 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds for Devin Booker, and Tyler Hero for the Heat scoring 25 points, assisting 10 times, grabbing 8 rebounds as well. Crazy game because the Miami Heat were in control for most of it, and so the Suns kind of had to slowly but surely get back into this game. And Devin Booker was highly efficient in general. I mean, 31 points in 3 quarters, very good game there. But what I liked about this game was that Devin Booker in the fourth quarter used himself as a decoy and was able to really show his true superstar ability by being able to include his teammates in this game. You know, DeAndre Ayton was able to score 8 out of 18 points in the fourth quarter. Javon Carter played absolutely phenomenal throughout this game. 20 points, hitting 6 threes in a career high performance. And it wasn't like the Miami Heat were playing badly. I mean, Tyler Hero, great game from Duncan Robinson. Sure, no Jimmy Butler, no Goran Dragic, no Kendrick Nunn. But still, I mean, they were in it the whole game, and the Phoenix Suns were able to just pull it out through the performance by their superstar players. And again, the Phoenix Suns just look like a very cohesive unit, leading the bubble in assists. I think leading the league in assists in general this season, which is crazy. But you know, another great win here. They keep themselves alive, 5-0 in the bubble. And then we move on to the final game, where the Dallas Mavericks win 136-132 over the Milwaukee Bucks in overtime behind a virtuoso performance by the Wonder Boy Luka Doncic. Scored 36 points, assisting 19 times, grabbing 14 rebounds. And the thing was, this wasn't like a Brooklyn Nets scenario. The Bucks had the starters out there, and they're actually playing really well. Brook Lopez, 34.7 rebounds. I'm going to talk about it a bit more in detail. Giannis scoring 34 points, 13 rebounds. Unfortunately, 7 for 14 from the free throw line, which actually cost them at some point in this game. And this game was absolutely crazy, and it was like the Milwaukee Bucks actually got out to a big lead because in the second quarter, Brook Lopez decided to become freaking Ray Allen and hit 5 threes in the quarter, or 4 or 5 threes, scoring 22 points. Honestly, I was just like, what is going on? And it looked like the Bucks were just going to run away with it because Dallas just could not handle the Brook Lopez barrage. But Dallas had a great offense, led by Luka Doncic, and they were just able to claw themselves back into this game. Got themselves into that position in the fourth quarter where they were just able to tie it, and they went to overtime. And in overtime, this was the Luka Doncic show. I mean, he either assisted or scored in like majority of these possessions, including one phenomenal between the legs pass to Maxi Kleber for the N1 dunk, and it was just a virtuoso performance from Luka. Whether it was hitting the three throughout the entire game, especially in that fourth quarter where he was absolutely dominant, just scoring the basketball, like attacking the rim, or even like just finding teammates. Like Dorian Finney-Smith hit like 3 threes in the overtime period. It was absolutely phenomenal, and Luka is showing why this guy is arguably a top 5 player. I wouldn't be mad if he made that argument, to be completely honest. Like, this guy's just like absolutely out of his skin. And in terms of the Milwaukee Bucks, I mean, they had the number 1 seed. Like, this game doesn't really matter, but the fact that they showed the Bucks, the Mavs respect and actually like kept their guys in, and they still wasn't able to do it. I mean, at least that shows that the Mavericks can actually like hold on to some of these games. Very good win for the Mavericks, and hopefully they can use this game as a motivation factor to play well in the next few games, and maybe make some noise in the playoffs, because Luka is going to need to have those type of performances on a regular basis in order for the Mavs to make some real noise in the playoffs. Thank you guys for listening to this recap. Tomorrow I'm going to be back with you for another podcast and also another recap, so watch out for that. And yeah, if you're on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're listening to this on IGTV, remember to show some love. Remember to like and also leave a follow. So thank you guys for listening to this recap, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good day, y'all.